It's here. It's here. There it is. There it is. Oh boy, can we get the? Can we? Is it so big that it can't even get into? Oh boy, the sun's in the way. There we go. I think you guys can see it. Cali Air here. Welcome, guys. Try to keep my shadow out of this. This is the Red Ryder number 111 Model 40. It actually came with the what looked appeared to be the original leather on there, but it was nasty. So I just took it off and put it aside, probably put it in an envelope somewhere. So this one was made in 1952 or so, and then beyond that they started going full plastic. This has the plastic forearm stock and the wood, wooden stock with the Fred Harmon signature on it. And the stock is in pretty good condition. It's not bad. It's not bad. They're a little dryish, but you know me. I'll moisten and recondition that wood up with the appropriate oils. And it seems to have plenty of lubrication in there. It does diesel, and when it misfires and just shoots air, it can be a little on the loud side. But it's pretty quiet as long as it actually shoots a BB. So anyway, this is without a doubt my favorite now. I mean, I've got a good handful of these, and hard to cock. Really, a really stiff trigger pull, but old school sights. Nice old school iron sights. Front loading. And oh, if we can even get that. Plymouth, Michigan. And so that's how we know this is sort of somewhat of the last of the Mohicans to leave Michigan. I guess there's some plastic ones too. I just picked up a, hell was it? What the heck was it called? I forgot. I'll remember. But it's interesting, all black, but all plastic, but still marked Plymouth. So looking forward to getting that. We also know it's definitely before 60s because the pre-60s forward stocks tended to warp. So there is that little pre-60s warpage. These, so this particular configuration or variation, this is variation. Well, variation 1 is with the copper bands. All right, this has no copper, no bands at all. Variation 2, a little confused if that's a copper band or a standard band pinched on or tack welded on there. Variation 3, variant 3, supposedly is non-existent as in super rare, and you can't even find it. So there's not even a blue book value on variant 3. Variant 4, sort of what I'm looking for. Probably might be able to find variant 4s that are still affordable. Variant 1s are, of course, up into the $300 mark. Variant 2s, I guess, are up in the $200 range. Variant 3 would probably be in the thousands, right? Variant 3, variant 4, variant 5. I have a variant 5, which still has the wood forearm stock, and variant 6. This is variant 6 that they started making in 1952 with the plastic forearm stock. It's probably blued, but boy, has this been patinaed. Patinaed to a fine brown, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so what's up with this? This is my favorite. It's without a doubt my favorite. It's made in Plymouth. This forearm stock resembles what they would do with the standard firearms. So this is not in the least bit inappropriate. Right? Of course, this faux chamber here, because really this just flows right into the main barrel BB container. So this is faux, but man, what's great about this is that it hides this unsightly seam that's underneath. And so that's why we love the Red Ryders, right? What else can we talk about with this guy? This is obviously not original. Eventually, I'll find some original screws to replace these, perhaps. Sometimes it's just nice to leave things as you found them, historically speaking. What's really strange is there's a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little sparkle to this plastic. And it's pretty consistent, so I don't think it's like been sprayed on afterwards. I think there's a little sparkle that was put into the plastic. That's very interesting. So, why is this my favorite? Well, here it is. It's my favorite because it is quite a shooter. Made in Plymouth. It's not too loud unless you shoot an air ball. And man, it is just dead on accurate. Tiny bit on the loud side, but not too bad. Not as bad as the some of the other ones. See, I mean, it's just consistent. So, to me, yeah, these are in probably better visual condition than this. Running in the $300, $400 range, something around there. I got this at quite less than that, and no telling how this would be valued. But I myself, as a collector, because it's all pretty much original, it's not missing anything, maybe some screws, but they've been replaced. To me, if it's a shooter and it's made in Plymouth, then it goes right up into that price range. Yeah, because at no point were these guns consistently good shooters. Sometimes, just like now, sometimes you get good shooters, sometimes you don't. Just like firearms, some guns are good shooters, some are you gotta kind of figure the gun out, what it wants to do, and then work with it, right? But some guns just do what they are supposed to do, or what we wish they would all do, which is shoot straight, right? Just like humans. Right? All humans are straight shooters. Now it's time to miss. See? And if that was in an air, if you get an air shot, you'll hear what I mean. Ooh, I'm actually shooting underneath it. See, whenever the camera's not on, hear how loud that was? Yeah, that was an air shot. What I call an air ball. Loud. Yeah, when the camera's not on, I never miss. Yeah, so only when the camera goes on. So I get so bored of not missing, that I have to turn the camera on. Oh, there we go. It seems to be shooting a little left right now. Yeah, we are in California. Oh, see that little bit of dieseling? Yeah, see that? All right, let's see if we can hit that 40. Let's call it 30. Nope, hit the fence. Let's try to get the dieseling effect for you. Oh, yes. Yeah, that was a nice strong hit. Let's see if we can do it again on purpose. Oh, just skimming it. This ain't horseshoes. Oh, that was another air ball. All right, let's see. There we go. Nice strong hit. So whoever owned this before put a little white on it. So whoever owned this enjoyed shooting it. Because you only do that with guns that you really want to shoot. So something I wanted to say is I'm really surprised at the at how exclusive the Daisy BB gun market is. When I look you guys up in on YouTube or yeah, essentially when I look you guys up on YouTube, it seems to be really young kids, and some of you really pretty awesome reviewers. Young kids or really old guys. And the videos tend to be pretty old. And to me, this is really confusing because the way things are in America, one, and two, just, well, America, this is like an American institution, Red Ryder. Especially these vintage ones, not the ones made in China, but even those, because Red Ryder was in cahoots with other countries and making parts and also selling and distribution from early on. So but it surprises me because even with pellet guns, I went from my interest was in firearms, and then sort of transitioned to pellet guns, and from pellet guns transitioned to BB guns. This is, you know, to me a step up, right? Firearms is so restrictive in so many ways, not just legalities, but just, you know, how much you can shoot, and where you can shoot, and then pellet guns are you know, PCPs and you know, multi-pumps. They're cool and accurate and can hit with much more velocity, but they're a pain in the butt, man, having to like load those. You put me with 1,000 rounds with a Red Ryder next to a pellet gun, and yeah, after about 50 to 100 rounds, you're done, unless you're maybe running PCP, and then there's still all the prep with the PCP. So you got to add that time in there as well as non-shooting time. So just loading 1,000 BBs into this, uh, and then cocking and firing, cocking and firing, you get a lot of trigger time in. And if you can, you know, and these aren't expensive, so it's not too hard to find a good shooter that will, you know, that will satisfy your needs in various ways. For mine, I really did want something made in America and from the Plymouth era, and and then that it shot straight. Now, the power, I don't need a lot of power. I just want a lot of trigger time so I can do a lot of plinking, right? That stuff no further 50, 55 yards away or so, and then close range. And I don't want to get involved with scopes and all that stuff and ranges. To me, that all reeks of preparing for rather being a sniper or being a, well, an animal sniper or a human sniper or some kind of sniper, which is fine. Hey, to each his own. But that's just not what I like to do. I like to be able to pick up a gun and shoot it and hit what I'm aiming at without all the added stuff. And in my travels of experience of firearms and pellet guns and now BB guns. BB guns kick butt, man. Again, I could just blow off 1,000 rounds easily, and it's not gonna cost me what, $11 for 6,000 rounds. That's crazy, guys. Go on. So it's a matter of finding a good one. Now, it's also exciting because this is not very expensive, so you can kind of keep looking because maybe you find a straight shooter that actually looks good. It's almost in mint condition. That shoots straight. Is from Plymouth. It's a Plymouth gun. Yeah, that's the excitement. You can always watch out and try to get that. And you don't even know which one it might be. It might be an early, a variant 1, 2, who knows? You might even find a variant 3, or a 4, or 5, or a 6, like this. Hey, if you don't mind the plastic stocks, you go with variant 7 and beyond. And all your, well, to me, and I'm sure this is a common thing, is you're just looking for something that is a straight shooter and isn't too loud, so you can just pick it up and shoot it. And we all know the velocities on this don't really get much beyond 300, usually more in the mid 200s, right? All right, let's see if we can do something with this. There it is. All right, the probably made 1952 or somewhere there, beyond that, 52, 53, 54 maybe, something like that. And now, of course, I'm going to be keeping my eyes out for these plastic stock, the plastic forward stock, because this thing shoots good. And by the way, I wouldn't suspect that variant 1, 2, 3 are all good shooters as well, simply because I have a lightning loader. That's the 108 model 38, I believe. 38 or 39? Yeah, 38, I think. 39. Yeah, 39. Yeah, the lightning loader, which is the predecessor of the Red Ryder. I have one of those, and it shoots really nice. A lot of the almost all the pre-Red Ryders shoot fine if you find a good one. The older they get, the harder it is for them to get them in good condition. But I've been pretty lucky. I'd say I have a 1917 model number 25, and it shoots wonderfully. I have might even have some earlier guns that shoot fine. The problem there is the ammo, getting the number 6 shot, which is slightly bigger, as I hear. I'm not saying this authoritatively, but is slightly bigger than the 177. All right, well, I just wanted to share this with you. I was pretty excited about it. And yeah, I hope the Daisy Red Ryder vintage community continues to grow. I know you're out there because you're buying the guns up before I can get to them, so I know you're out there. All right. Till next time.